Okay, that's setup 1. That's the more consistent one. Now it is time for setup 2. Please ignore that. The rest is the same, but quick recap. Okay, there we go, and just to make sure, you can see the L is there and you can check it, which is good. Alright, explanation time. First off, for the first one. Oh yeah, I did forget to mention, play 6 Ocarina Notes for Majora Warp. It went to Mayor's Residence, which means it works. I just didn't play any Ocarina Notes, which sent me to the default area, basically. The Riley's gonna tell me what it is in a couple seconds because I don't remember what it's called. Anyways, put your Goron mask on, go up here. As long as you're on the top step, if you roll right here, you'll collect the red rupee. And speaking of that red rupee, you want to do this if you're practicing either from A Song of Time or save a mem file before doing this. Like, if you were to just load this up from the first time from power on, then do it, it'll work. Anyways, you get that red rupee, you break this over here, you break this over here, you go over here. Now for the first method, what I did was target the sign. So long as you target the sign, that means that first of all, you're far enough over that from wherever you target the sign from, if you target it, you should be good, because that target sign is, it's like a lock for your distance, how far you are. And then if you're over here, it's fine as well, because some of the problems earlier was if you're up here, you're basically within a certain spawn distance, or call distance, whatever it's called. But if you're over here, it basically eliminates that issue. The issue before was basically if we were to be in a specific spot, let's say this spot, and we do a little C up, if we were to turn this way, you would get different results. A different grass would spawn in the spot that we need the other grass to spawn in. So if we were to do it the same thing going this way, the other grass would spawn. You can see GZL grass changed to the one that we need, which starts with 43C9. That's for the Z address specific, or the Z position specifically. It's just, that's just what it ends up being for the one that we super slide off of, which is this one right here. What else did I want to mention? Oh yeah, little fun thing. If you do happen to let the camera go this way, what happened earlier was you got a treasure chest spawn in here, and that's what caused the stupid thing that you like jumped up off of when throwing the thing from earlier. So that's why it failed earlier. Going up to the sign, or if you were to do the old method but make sure that the camera turns this way, should, I won't say that for 100% certainty with the old method, but going up to the sign will fix that for you. That much I am certain of. After that, you come over this way. You go over here, you break the grass, break the grass, break the grass, break all the grass I'm breaking. Go over here, take it off, and then we start the little Z position setup that we do. Before that, I'm going to go into the other setup that I did, which was the complete Goron roll thing. All Goron rolling, just about. So you go up here, you get the red rupee. There's probably a way to get that red rupee without breaking your groin roll, but I haven't quite worked it out. I think it's somewhere there. Anyways, you come up here. I already failed it. Nope, come on. It's not that I failed it, I just didn't do the setup, and I want to show the setup. Go me. Alright. You do the things, you go over here, you cancel your groin roll thing for spikes, you bonk twice, and then you target during the roll. I'm pretty sure for the double bonks the target doesn't matter, but it is preferred that you do it. I guess I'm pretty confident that it's not necessary. But anyways, you do the double bonk right past this corner, you bonk once, bonk twice, hold left. That should curve you enough, and more specifically your camera enough, that it'll go behind enough. And then you'll get the proper spawn in GZ Owl, or that address that we need it to be. Basically, that's what we're going for. Now, the reason I don't recommend spike rolling, I don't think it was quite the problem that I had before, where I thought it was, oh, it spawned its own actor with the spike rolls or something. I think all it was is that if you happen to spike roll through here, I want to say that the camera doesn't quite go back this way enough, and if you're spike rolling, you can't target, so you can't do the little fix that I do. So the camera doesn't go back far enough, and then you don't cull enough things that are over here that work with the heap manip for this. So in the end, that doesn't work. It might, I think there's like a janky thing you can do where you go way back and you bonk like right here on this corner, but it's really tight and I don't recommend it. You can mess with it more if you want. Anyways, when you're done with all that, the heap should be able to still be fine. I think I understand it enough to know what makes it lenient, what makes it not lenient. So I'm gonna go on the setup. First you do this, that's a full side hop to the right with the shield, just like the last setup, where you release target while you're in the air. And once you get up here, you do a dry roll, and then you go do a side hop left, same as the first one, except you're going to the left. After this, you do 2 ESS turns to the left. I went one too far. Come on. Thanks, doing a head bomb. You target after. Now this also is a different setup. Turk made a much easier, I think, setup. The beginning part is still the same, super slide still the same. You just input right, pull a bomb on that frame that, well, you start walking on basically. You go to this frame where you can see distance between Link's left and right foot. The first frame, there's distance between the two. This one, you're typically going to be doing this from a pause probably. You're going to be holding target and R and the unpause and the lag, or not in the lag. In the pause menu, then you're going to tap A in the unpause lag. Then you're going to be over here. You're going to hold shield, of course. We're about to do a super slide. Any frame will do for the roll. However, you want to make sure that you grab the bush on this specific frame right here. The first frame that I think you can see Link's face, basically, if you want to call it that. Whatever, however you want to describe the frame. Entirely up to you. Anyways, tap A and the unpause lag, and then you want to release target anytime after. Now, this visual cue that we use up here is really nice. It is going to be the first frame that not the first frame, but basically the first frame that the loading plane gets really dark really fast. It's the next one here. I can kind of tell based off the windows. So there you go. Mountain Village is significantly darker. You can still see the windows. You want to release R in this frame. Like so. Next up, you want to buffer a down input for 1 frame. Nah, never mind. Target after this. Now this one you want to hold down and target for 6 frames. It looks like 4 frames when you really see Link start moving. He kind of moves for 5, but you can really start seeing him move after the second one. So I don't have a good visual cue worked out for this, but let's just go to the last one. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am so sorry. This is the frame that you want to throw on. This is the 6th frame. The unpause lag kind of threw me off there. Alright, so if you can work out a visual cue that works for this, good on ya. I don't quite have one. I didn't spend too much time trying to work one out. I probably should have. But anyways, you throw on this frame. Well, I just failed it because I placed it. Good job, me. Let's try to work out a visual cue real quick. It didn't work. I'm going way too far. Please excuse the tiredness. That still worked. It's relatively lenient. I just want to make sure that it works every time. That's what I was going for with the sign target. It's lenient in its own ways, put it to you that way. Consider this your recap. If you want a good visual cue, you'll probably want to make sure the camera is zoomed in the whole way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's gonna be the 3rd frame that Link's hands are like popping up like that, or closed. You can make a visual cue based off how much the shield is visible, I believe. So if you wanna, it's obviously going to be obscured by the clock, but I'm sure you can make it work. Let's see, I don't think there's anything else that's really good here for this. Well. Ooh, this is not where I was hoping it would be. This is a Drunk Sucks production. I hope you don't mind. Oh, you do want to target after. I think I forgot that detail. I think it doesn't quite matter, but so long as you make the camera pan to the left towards it, but just in case, target. I forgot to make that clear. I forgot to do that in the last setup too. So hopefully you're still here. I think it's worth pointing out that this heap manip, or at least another one, was approved by Kiko. This one wasn't quite, but I'm sure he'll enjoy it. Alright, now let the camera pan in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you can see a little bit of the red on the left side. 6. On the 6th frame, which is the frame we want to throw, and I am positive this time, you can't see any red on the shield. It was like right to the left of the green on the clock. So, that's a good visual cue, I think. Throw on that frame, and voila. Let's get a Majora this time, shall we? You'll probably want to Goron roll over the bridge. Another good cue that should work is Link's sword hilt lines up against the black texture on the wall. Thank you, Riley. I just realized this will not work. I just deleted my file, and I forgot to make a new one. You're gonna have to trust me that... Oh, it didn't work that way. Okay, I thought for sure I deleted my file there. Sorry, this isn't a 0th day tutorial, or whatever it's called, Owl Save Storage tutorial. It worked. Good luck, have fun, guys. Can't wait for Grotto. Grotto SRM warps. Kappa.